So today it's very auspicious day, it's beginning Kartik Mas. So like in this month, every day we sing the glories of specific pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. That is we know as Damodar Leela, and this Damodar Leela, Satyavrat Muni has compiled Ashtakam. So these 8 stanzas, every day we should sing this, we should remember or hear the glorious pastime of Krishna and offering lamb to Shri Yashoda Damodar. So in this particular form in this particular Leela, so Mother Yashoda, she is binding Krishna with a grinding mortar. So having darshan of this particular form and offering lamb to Yashoda Damodar, singing this Ashtakam is very, very auspicious. So we will start with this Ashtakam. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Rajamanam Ishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Rajamanam Yashodabhiyo Lukalabdavamanam Paramrishtamatyantato Drutya Gopya Yashodabhiyo Lukalabdavamanam Paramrishtamatyantato Drutya Gopya Rudantam muhunetra yugmam rijantam karam bhoja yugmena shatankanetram Rudantam muhunetra yugmam rijantam karam bhoja yugmena shatankanetram Mohu Shwasakam Patri Rekakakanta Stita Graivam Damodaram Bhakti Baddham Mohu Shwasakam Patri Rekakakanta Stita Graivam Damodaram Bhakti Baddham Iti Driksvalila Virananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Iti Dikshvalila Virananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Tadiye Shitagyesu Bhakterjitatvam Puna prematastam shatavriti vande Shitagyesu bhaktajitatvam Puna prematastam shatavriti vande Varam deva moksham na moksham vadim va Na chanyam vrineham vareshadapiha Varam deva moksham na moksham vadim va Na chanyam vrineham vareshadapiha Idam te vapurnata gopala balam Sada me manasya virastam kimanye Idam te vapurnata gopala balam Sada me manasya virastam kimanye Idam te mukambojam atyanta nile Vritam kuntale snigdha raktesha gopya Idam te mukambojam atyanta nile Vritam kuntalasnikta praktesha gopya Muhuschumbitam bimba raktadharam me Manasya virastamalam lakshalabhe Muhuschumbitam bimba raktadharam me Manasya virastamalam lakshalabhe Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam Kripa Drishti Vishyati Dinam Batanu Grihane Samamagya Medya Kidrishya Kripa Drishti Vishyadi Dinam Batanu Grihane Samamagya Kidrishya Kuveratmajo Badha Mrutyaiva Yadvat Tvaya Mochito Bhakti Bhajo Krito Cha Kuveratmajo Badha Mrutyaiva Yadvat Tvaya Mochito Bhakti Bhajo Krito Cha Tatha Prema Bhaktim Swakamye Prayaksha Namokshe Graho Me Stidamudareha Tata prema bhaktim swakamye prayaksha Namokshe graho me stidamudareha Namaste studamne spuradipti dhamne Tvadiyo darayat vishvasya dhamne Namaste studamne spuradipti dhamne Tvadiyo darayata vishvasya dhamne Namo radhikaye tvadiya priyaye Namo radhikaye tvadiya priyaye Namo nantalilaaya devaya tubhyam Namo nantalilaaya devaya tubhyam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe Jaya Yashoda Damodar Jaya Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Jaya Yashoda Damodar Jaya Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Jaya Yashoda Damodar Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sudarshan Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Sudarshan Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jai Gauranitai Jai Gauranitai 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 Jai, Gauranitai Jai, Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Translation. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with three lions like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours, as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan, may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruits. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalkuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narad and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer my all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna. So this beautiful pastime, Mother Yashoda binding little Krishna with a grinding mortar. So this pastime is very much attractive. I mean, Krishna himself is very much attracted with this beautiful pastime, because any pastime, or Krishna reciprocating with his devotees in different pastimes, that is very loving to him. But especially any specific pastime wherein his devotees are controlling him, that is very loving to him, because he is the supreme controller. No one can control Krishna. But when he sees that his devotees controlling him, binding him, terrorizing him, so he feels very happy. So this beautiful pastime in this month of Kartik, every day we get this opportunity to hear, to sing, to meditate upon. So we can go through the deeper, the meaning, detailed meaning. So ultimately, why Krishna is doing all these different activities, different pastimes. So the one purpose is to develop attraction, our attraction to Krishna, and engage ourselves in loving devotional service. So devotees, pure devotees of the Lord, they do not have any other expectation. Like we see Shatavat Muni, he is saying that I do not want any kind of benediction, any other material desire. What to talk about material desire? He's saying even liberation, different kinds of liberation, I do not want that. What is the use of such liberation? I want only this beautiful form. I want to see that. I want to always meditate upon that. So that is the only desire. Give me one copy of Bhagavad Gita. So this is the desire of pure devotees of the Lord. Even he's saying impersonal Brahman, like the topic we are discussing in this particular chapter, chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, from the very beginning. We are discussing about how Arjuna inquired about impersonal Brahman, or the personal form of Krishna, worshipping which one is best. And finally Krishna concluded that, okay, impersonal Brahman worship, that is also a way to attain Krishna, but that is very difficult process. That is not for common people. It's very difficult process, and especially for this age of Kali Yuga, it is not recommended. And throughout Bhagavad Gita, one process what Krishna is recommending to everyone, because that is easy to do, and anyone, everyone, in any time, in any place, in any situation can do, that is bhakti. That is bhakti. So he recommended Arjuna finally Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is the culmination of all other yoga processes, wherein devotee just surrender to Krishna and they serve Krishna out of love. And that love, that devotion and dedication to Krishna delivers from the cycle of birth and death, mrityu samsara sagarat. So Krishna deliver that. So these are all byproducts. Ultimately, like we are seeing, devotees are not looking for any kind of liberation. They do not want any kind of freedom from the suffering of this material world. Initially, we may have that desire. So yes, different level of devotion is there, like we discuss in this chapter also, that how every individual in this material world, they are attracted towards Krishna, but the level is different. Somebody is attracted to the energy of Krishna, somebody is attracted to different other forms of Krishna, like that. So, but ultimately, everybody is just attracted with Krishna. So, Krishna is all inclusive. That means he is inclusive. He is not rejecting anyone, and that's why he is speaking about that. If you know, he is giving first of all indication that what is the topmost bhakti, what is the topmost situation. The pure devotee, they are always absorbed in Krishna. They are always remembering Krishna. That is the topmost position. So, and that is our goal of life. No, we have to achieve that perfection so that we can always remember Krishna. We can always engage ourselves in loving devotional service to Krishna. And for if we cannot do that, then Krishna recommended, okay, if you cannot remember 24 hours a day, 24 hours a day you cannot chant, means then what you have to do? Follow the regulatory principles of Bhakti Yoga. Huh? The second step he gave. Follow the regulatory principles like waking up early in the morning or doing your spiritual practices, doing some, going to some holy dham, observing some fast on Ekadashi, going to holy places. These are all austerity rules and regulations, Bhakti Yoga rules. So when we practice, so gradually by following these activities, rules and regulations, we develop attraction for Krishna. And Krishna is saying, okay, if you cannot do this, if you're not able to do this, at least work for me. It's not easy to chant the name, right? Any spiritual practice, somebody who has done lots of, I'll not say pious activities because bhakti is different from pious activity. But yes, it's a sukriti, it's a mercy of Krishna. Somebody is able to chant the name, it's the greatest mercy of Krishna. Without mercy, we don't have that eligibility, we cannot do that. So yes, if not able to do or because of any reason, if you're not able to follow the rules and regulations of bhakti, Krishna suggested that you should work for me. So different ways we can work. Like Prabhupada is explaining that devotees, they are engaged in preaching activities. And like any project, if you take, it requires some resources, some support. Similarly, devotees are engaged in preaching the message of the Lord, like temple service. So if I cannot be a part of that, means especially means how we can participate in that, how we can contribute in that, in distribution of the book, in temple construction, temple management, maintenance. These are the different services. Okay, I cannot do that, but let me utilize a portion of the earnings to serve the temple so that the preaching activity should go on. It's not that directly if I'm doing something, even indirectly if we are supporting, so we are getting benefited out of it. So like working for Krishna. And he said if cannot work, okay, at least do some other social service. If not directly engage in Krishna consciousness, engage yourself in some other social service, some national, like we have hospital, this, that, so many things we are doing. So that is one category, like yes, we can do that. Why doing all these charitable activities, social activities? It's not to just get stuck over there, because we know that if you're doing some charitable activity, you get some, this is called pious activity. It's not a spiritual activity. It's a pious activity which brings some good result in your life. You get good life or maybe good facilities in life. This life, next life. You get good facilities. But we know that. Now we are talking at higher level. Our goal is not just being good, but our goal is being spiritual. Our goal is being devotee to the Lord. So when it comes to devotion, devotion is beyond all the three modes of material nature, beyond goodness and any kind of goodness. This is Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva means beyond goodness, transcendental. And only transcendental activity will help us to go beyond the three modes of material nature. Any kind of good activity, does not matter how much good it is, it can make us pious. It can bring some pious result in our life. But that will keep us in this material world. Birth, death, old age, disease is for sure. Anybody and everybody in this material world is sure to go through the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. The only difference maybe getting long life, getting better facility, happiness, like that. So, but again, these activities are when we follow the rules and regulations of Varnashram. Somebody pious means what? What is the significance of being pious? Yeah, below that, even somebody say that I'm pious, not following the rules and regulations of Varnashram, but still they are doing some activity. But ultimately, pious means when somebody is following the rules and regulations, different like Varna, Ashrama, we know that. So following rules and regulations. Finally, Krishna is suggesting at least one should follow the rules and regulations. Whatever you're doing, follow the rules and regulations, because these rules and regulations will help to purify our consciousness, to advance in Krishna consciousness. Gradually, such people engaged in social service or any kind of activity, gradually they will develop Krishna consciousness within their heart. And if they are fortunate, yes, they will directly come into Krishna consciousness. So finally, explaining all these different steps, and at least he said, you should renounce the fruit. Even if you cannot work for Krishna, okay, work for you. But work for you means just be detached from the fruits of the result of your actions. Though it is very advanced stage, it's not easy. If we cannot do that, the same thing. Maybe not 100%, but partial. How can we do that? It is again whatever we are doing, whatever we are earning, and how to dedicate some part of that for the cause, for the higher cause, for the social service. That is ideal. Yajna, Dana, Tapa. These three activities are recommended for every individual. These three activities, Yajna, Dana, Tapa. Even the liberated soul, exalted people, they are purified by these three activities. It's not that just conditioned soul. It is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita that these three activities, even purifying the exalted souls, very advanced souls, even they do these activities. And this is the beauty, especially when it comes to yajna. We know that Sankirtan yajna we are doing, chanting every day. That is very, very required activity. Or any activity which we do for the pleasure of Krishna, that is called yajna. And dana, different kinds of dan is there. Shamadan is there. We can give knowledge. We can give some resources, or we can do some service, physical service, or we can do some charity, or maybe some object, or in kind donation, or money, wealth, whatever. No, because these are all different kinds of dana. And the beauty of a grihastha, you know what is the beauty? I have discussed it earlier also. So a beauty of a brahmachari is into brahmacharya. A brahmachari, he is known for his celibacy. A brahmana is known, now the beauty of a brahmana is austerity, tapasya. And kshatriya, in their strength, that is the beauty of it. If something irreligious is going on, or somebody is challenging, they are always ready to fight against irreligion. That is the beauty of kshatriya. And grihastha, the beauty of grihastha is known by his charity. Chanakya Pandit, he is explaining the beauty. He is giving different other examples. The women, the beauty of a woman is his chastity. And similarly, he is giving another example. But yes, for grihastha, he is saying the beauty of a grihastha is in charity. So these are the important aspects. Anyway, so these rules and regulations ultimately to purify and to elevate on the stage of Krishna consciousness, we have to always remember. It's not that where I am, I have to be there only. It's of course it's not artificial, but this awareness and conscious effort. Because if we think that okay, let everything go on as it is and everything will take place automatically, that is fine. By the mercy of Lord, things takes place. If we are on the journey, if you're following the footsteps, definitely slowly, or we will reach there, we will achieve something, all right? But Krishna is very much, he sees our effort. If we are consciously putting effort to advance, to break all the boundaries and go beyond our sincere desire to advance in Krishna consciousness, then we see the mercy flowing. Because advancement on this path of Krishna consciousness is not just by our own effort. Krishna sees our effort. Like in this particular beautiful pastime we are reading, when we hear about that katha, story. It's not that Mother Yashoda easily bound Krishna. No, she was chasing. She was putting her best effort. She was doing. She tried her best. And if you read this beautiful like perspiration, and she was trying so hard, she was not able to catch Krishna. And seeing the hard labor, seeing her effort and sincere desire to catch Krishna, Krishna himself, he was bounded. Otherwise, no one can catch Krishna. He is the supreme personality. But he sees our effort. So similarly, yes, so after speaking about the different, how everybody, they can do bhakti from wherever they are, they can advance. But yes, one should have sincere desire to advance. Otherwise, time is running out. And how much time do we have? So we must be very, very sincere every time. We must put effort. So now, yes, after this, now Krishna is speaking about who is more dear to him. Who is more dear to him? So would like to know this? Who is more dear to Krishna? Who is dear to Krishna, more dear to Krishna?
Which shloka?
13, 14 onwards. Advishta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna eva cha nirmamo nirahankara samdukha sukha kshamim santushta satatam yogi yatatma drana nishchaya mayyarpit mano buddhi yo mad bhakta same priya. So these are the qualities, right? Many qualities Krishna is speaking. Who is more dear to me? Who is dear to me? So knowing this means, because we want to become dear to Krishna, so we have to develop these qualities. And we know that developing quality is not easy. It requires lots of effort, conscious effort. Nothing happens by chance. So we need to first learn what are those qualities we need to develop to attract the mercy of Krishna. So Krishna is saying, one who is not envious but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-centered, and is engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence is fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So these are all divine qualities. Not envious. So not even envious to Lord. Enviousness. So this is the root of all problem. Envious. But devotees, they are not envious. Envious to anyone. Kind friend to all living entities. Kind friend. Devotees are the best friend. Like Krishna, he is saying he is the best friend. Suhridam sarvabhutanam. So he is the best friend of everyone. Similarly, devotees are the best friend. I think battery is. Do we have battery? So,
do we have another mic?
Mic is there, but I think that also having some
charged.
no battery. Anyway, let me try how long it goes. Hare Krishna. Yes. So devotees, they are kind to all. They do not hate others. And that's why they are taking so much risk going out and preaching, helping people to give them Krishna. He does not think himself a proprietor, because he knows that Krishna is the master. He is the master. He is the Swami. And free from false ego. False ego means I and mine. Considering himself like thinking that I am this body. That is a false ego. He knows that I am part and parcel of Krishna. I am insignificant soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And my nature is, true nature is to serve Krishna. That is He knows. So, equal in both happiness and distress. So, this is equality. Because they know that everything in this material world, matra sparshas kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkhada, this happiness, distress, this is all sensory perception. This is all sensory perception. Soul has nothing to do with happiness and distress of this material world. It is all bodily perception. This is all based on body. And that's why they are tolerant. They are not agitated by happiness and distress. And they move forward on their journey to the spirituality or to Krishna consciousness. Self-controlled, tolerant, always satisfied, atmatushta, whatever they are getting by the mercy of Krishna. Yadruksha lava santushto, whatever they are getting, they are happy in that situation. Not hankering unnecessarily. Yes. So whatever, of course, the minimum, the criteria for minimum may be different for different people. But understanding only living to maintain body and soul. We may have different needs, but we have to understand as much we can simplify, or they need only to maintain the body and soul. Like we see unnecessary increasing things and or running after opulences. No, devotees, they live simple life. Simple life does not mean being poor. You may be the king of the whole world, but you are simple. You're simple. You're not attached with those opulences. You're utilizing whatever resources you have received by the mercy of Krishna, utilizing that for the service of Krishna, with this understanding that Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the master, and serving Krishna will give me the real happiness, satisfaction. Self-controlled and engaged in devotional service with determination. With determination. It's not a one day or weekly or fortnightly job, like going to the temple, or like devotion means it's an integral part of life. Every activity. Devotion is not an external additional activity that okay, throughout the day I'm doing something and then I'm managing few minutes or maybe 1 hour, half an hour for devotional activity. Not like that. Devotion is an integral part. It is like if we are cooking or making so many preparations, so devotion is like salt, which is there in everything. I'm just giving a wrong, maybe just to understand this example, that devotion is something which is underlying factor in all aspect of our life. Devotion is a way of life. Our work, our thought, our words, everything is dedicated to Krishna. That is devotion. With the determination. Determination means what may be the situation, whatever is the situation. No, devotion is never disturbed. Ahetuki, apratihata, unconditional, unmotivated. It's not that something going good, then let me come, and something going bad, then we forget about devotion. Not like it should be something which is going on, uninterrupted, without any deviation, which is going on. Because that is my prime business. Savai pumsa paro dharmo. This is this topmost business of human life. Paro dharmo. So yeah, we may have different. We must have determination. His mind and intelligence is fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. I'm sorry, I'm not reading Prabhupada purports. I think this much we would have read this. So wonderful explanation Prabhupada is giving. Yasmat no dvijate loko lokan no dvijate chaya harsham harshaya bhayo dvaigair mrukte yasa cha me priya. Harsham harsha bhayo dvair mukto yasa cha me priya. He by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone. So he does not unnecessarily cause any disturbance to others and not disturbed by anyone. He is not disturbed. Whatever people say, whatever whether they criticize, whatever they do, he is not disturbed. who is equipoised in happiness and distress. Fear, anxiety is very dear to me. So fear, anxiety, this is the part of this material world. Everybody is fearful. What will happen tomorrow? How will I survive? How will I protect my job? How will I protect my family? Fear is everywhere. Huh? Not only in human species, even if you see animals also, even bird, just before before eating grain, you see bird. Have you observed that? So frequently, so quickly, just left, right, up, down, and then one grain. Out of fear. This world is a place of suffering. Every individual is fearful, anxiety. What will happen? But devotees, because they have taken shelter of Krishna, they do not have fear, they do not have anxiety. Yes, one anxiety they have. Even devotees have more anxiety. They take more anxiety. But their anxiety is not for the self, is not for the personal gain or loss. They are anxious, or they take pain, anxiety for other suffering souls. Parikshit Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, all these big personality, they're not concerned about their own problem. Parikshit Maharaj about to die within 7 days. And the moment he got to know that how people are suffering in hellish planets, and how so many people preparing to go there, he got so much worried about it. And he started asking, please tell me how to save them. Any ordinary people, they will, no, please, okay, because I am about to die in 7 days. Do something fast, I don't have time. But Parikshit Maharaj, great devotee, he is concerned about others. So devotees, they take pain, anxiety. They go out of limit. Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 70, traveling to so many countries, taking so much pain, day and night, writing books, preaching, teaching, everything. All small details. Big organization, big temple. Huh? All these things, what we see in ISKCON today, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, GBC, that is Governing Body Commission, so organized. He knew the power, spirituality with intelligence. So Prabhupada at that time only realized that, because he could see in India so many people in spiritual institutions, because they were not organized, and that's why they got failed. Big temples, only you will see some birds flying over there. But ISKCON temple, so well organized. Everything is systematic. The standard is being followed all over the world. Timing perfect. You go any part of the world. If Mangal Aarti timing is 4:30, you will hear the conch shell. It's not that, okay, let me do it today, late, half an hour late. This is the power of organization. And Prabhupada developed this system. Every detail he gave. What to do, how to do, everything he taught. 70 years, 75 years old person, even on deathbed, when he was about to leave this world, 4 days before, he's translating Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a great personality. Huh? Even when we hear about his pastime, amazing. So these are the devotees. Just gave up his comfort to give us comfort. He said, I'm making a home where the whole world can stay. So ISKCON is that home where the whole world is staying. Anybody from any caste, from any background can come, can make their life perfect. Such an organization. So this is devotees. So yes, anxiety. And Krishna said he is very dear to me. It's very dear. Anapeksha suchittaksha udasino gatavyatha sarva rambha parityagi yomad bhakta same priya. My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. So let's hear what Prabhupada is saying. Money may be offered to a devotee, but he should not struggle to acquire it. Not dependent on ordinary course of activities, right? For life. If automatically, by the grace of the Supreme, money comes to him, he is not agitated. First of all, he is not attached to money. And if he is getting something, he is not agitated by that. Naturally, a devotee takes bath at least twice in a day and rises early in the morning for devotional service. So, like he is pure. Purity means internal purity and external purity. So, like we have some rules and regulations, especially the Brahman initiated devotees. They take bath thrice a day. Is this hearing your first time hearing? Oh, huh? At least Prabhupada is recommending twice a day. Every people should bath twice a day, morning, evening. So Brahman initiated devotees, they take bath thrice a day. So lots of external cleanliness supposed to be maintained, and internal cleanliness. Internal cleanliness means all these like chanting the holy name, and so many other mantras, so that always remain pure. Purity means understanding that I'm insignificant servant, no ego. I'm just insignificant. I'm servant. Dasa dasa dasanu das. I'm servant of servant of servant. As many servant you can say. Hundreds of servant. Servant of servant of servant of servant. Servant of Krishna. Finally, Krishna is there. So this is the position of a devotee. No ego at all. Totally dependent on mercy of Krishna and his devotees. So purity. Purity is quality. Cleanliness means morning for devotional service. Yeah? So bathing and rising early in the morning for devotional service. Thus, he is naturally clean both inwardly and outwardly. A devotee is always expert because he fully knows the essence of all activities of life, and he is convinced of the authoritative scriptures. A devotee never takes the part of a particular party. Therefore, he is carefree. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. He knows that his body is a designation. So, if there are some bodily pains, he is free. The pure devotee does not endeavor for anything which is against the principles of devotional service. For example, constructing a big building requires great energy, and a devotee does not take to such business if it does not benefit him by advancing his devotional service. Understand this. Like engaging too much into some activity which is not helping you to advance in Krishna consciousness or devotional service. Devotees does not participate in such activity. He may construct a temple for the Lord, and for that he may take all kinds of anxiety. But he does not construct a big house for his personal relations. So when it comes to personal, building big homes, he is not much interested in that. He knows that, how much I need to add. But if it comes to serve Krishna, like many devotees we see, even they know that simple life is good, but because Krishna has given them lots of money and they are purchasing big homes, right? Even few devotees we visited and we did Kirtan program at their place, and we could see even big hall wherein 150 people at a time can gather. But in spite of knowing all these things, we have to make it simple. Why they are purchasing big homes? Their understanding is different. Their approach is different. They purchased, they had money by somehow because Krishna has given. So their intention was we can do lots of program here. Devotees can come. Devotees can gather. So most of the devotees you will see, even if they are constructing any house, they always have this plan. A particular hall wherein devotees can come. Kitchen wherein cooking should go on for devotees. Or temple, where is temple? Temple, beautiful, big temple inside the home. Like that. So if it is for Krishna and Krishna's devotees, so they take anxiety, they take pain for that. But he does not construct a big house for his personal relations. Yo na hishyati na deshti na sochati na kankshati subhashubh parityagi bhakti manya same priya. One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. Huh? Neither rejoices nor grieves. So, yes, material gain, loss, he is not much anxious, or he does not take any anxiety. Whatever he is getting, he is satisfied with that. Desire, huh? Neither laments nor desires. Desire here is material desire. Who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. A pure devotee is neither happy nor distressed over material gain and loss, nor is he very much anxious to get a son or disciple, nor is he distressed by not getting them. If he loses anything which is very dear to him, he does not lament. Similarly, if he does not get what he desires, he is not distressed. He is transcendental in the face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious, and sinful activities. He is prepared to accept all kinds of risk for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. So these are all very advanced stages, very big qualities. But we hear, when we go through the life of devotees, we hear, like last time, yes, Abha Mataji was explaining about one incident from Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Shivas Thakur, he lost his son. Every night, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his associates, he used to do Harinam Sankirtan. He used to dance for hours. And it was Shivas Thakur's Angan. So there, and Shivas Thakur, a great devotee. And he was always very much careful that no disturbances should be there. And one night, while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, his own son left this world. He died. And the relatives, they were crying. And when he heard the cry, and because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy, he was dancing. So he went there and stopped other relatives. Don't disturb. Don't disturb. And after 7 hours, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got to know about it, that this is what happened in Shivas Thakur, he didn't inform it at all. So he went there personally. And there's a beautiful pastime when the son of Shivas Thakur, we hear the story of Chitraketu Maharaj. So he lost his son. Then Narad Muni came over there. Then by his mystic power, he made him alive. And then he started speaking about the truth, the reality, the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. I'm not this body, I'm soul, traveling from one body to another. Similarly, Shivas Thakur, sons, he explained everything. So everybody was relieved from that grief. And yes, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally there, and so they got benediction. And Mahaprabhu said, now I am your son. So yes, these are all advanced stages, but it doesn't mean that devotees are hard-hearted. Understand this point. When we hear the philosophy, when we hear the truth of life, this knowledge is not to make us hard-hearted. Compassion, the softness of the heart, that is the greatest quality. But we have to understand the truth of life. Means emotion is good, but being emotional means then in that situation we forget about our duty, our further movement. If it is disturbing or becoming an obstacle, like Arjuna was emotionally, he became emotional and he forgot his duty, that he has to fight against irreligion. So that is disturbance. So having emotion, that is good, but at the same time, knowing the truth, the reality of this world, and moving forward. That is what. Yes. So, he is prepared to accept all kinds of risk for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. Like in such situations, sometimes people say that no, because Krishna has did this with me, why Krishna did like this, now everything is stopped. I will not do any service for him. That is impediment, huh? So, no, devotional service is never stopped in any situation, any circumstances. Sama shatrau cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayo shitoshna sukha dukkheshu sama sangha varjita. I will cover this last slokas there. So one who is equal to friends and enemies. Equal to friends and enemies. It is easy to be equal with friends. It's very difficult to become equal to enemies. But who is equal? Equal does not mean that you're treating the same way. I will discuss. These are all detailed topics. Actually, we should go detail in every verse, but somehow we are making it faster. So going. Otherwise, every word requires a detailed explanation. No? Like for Arjuna, that's also one. He is informing just indicating me now. It's going longer.
We can hear you. Otherwise,
no problem.
It's okay. Let the mic be.
Hare Krishna. So one who is equal to friends and enemies. If somebody is inimical, at least we should not have grudges within heart. We should be always forgiving. We should understand that anybody, even behaving or inimical towards us, they are just an instrument. Yes? Nothing is by chance. Whatever is happening in my life, I am the cause. This is reality. I mean, again, these philosophy, like knowing the law of karma, when we go to somebody and somebody is suffering, we should not straightforward say that, okay, it is all because of your karma. There is an application. This application, okay, knowing this truth, the application is one thing, and but how we are dealing, and knowing the law of karma does not mean that now we don't have to do anything. Everything is based on our previous karmas. So sit idle, do nothing, let everything, manifest as per the law of karma. No, not like that. We have to do our best. So yes, if somebody is inimical, so a strategy is do not agitate, be away, maintain a distance, but don't feel grudges about the person. At least forgive. Inside, we try to forgive. That is equanimity. No hatred for others. Okay, he is just an instrument. Like a postman coming and delivering you a bill, big bill. Whatever expenditure you have done, he is just delivering the bill. And you see the bill and you started shouting upon the postman. No, how come? How dare you came here giving this long list, so big amount. No, that is not his fault. He's just a postman. He is delivering you, whatever expenditure you have done. He's just giving you that. So all these different individuals, they are just postmen. Whatever we have done, they are just becoming.
I remembered this news, political news. I was hearing Azam Khan, you heard, he was income tax and he was. So income tax officials were counting the gold and ornament, everything, and his wife, she was cursing them badly the whole day, entire 2 days. She kept on giving them garbage.
Yeah, this is all ignorance, of course. That is what we are so fortunate, great. I mean, we are getting such knowledge which can liberate us from all kinds of sufferings. So who is equipoised in honor and dishonor? No. Somebody is honoring, dishonoring, no concern at all. But what we are learning, do not expect honor. Always be respectful to others. Somebody is respecting, not respecting. Either you can take credit or Krishna. Which one is better, credit or Krishna? We want Krishna.
In practical life, yes, we might be improving, but it's like we don't follow it 100%.
No,
Obviously,
not
we look
100%.
at the most difficult thing.
No.
ऑनर अभी आपने मेरे से कुछ बोल दिया जोर से, I'll get this.
Yes.
Exactly. अभी भी है वो stage उतना नहीं आया.
That is fine.
नहीं आया.
But you are taking out time to hear the truth or this transcendental knowledge. This is greatest achievement. How far we are from this goal, that is okay, that is another thing. But at least we are trying.
Yeah.
One step.
We are better off than what we were earlier.
We are one step. We are just going one step after another, right? And all these things, gradually, eventually you will realize. Just keep on hearing and small practices. I will speak about it. How to develop these qualities. Lee, Prabhupada is saying, we need not to put any extraneous or external effort for this. We must be consciously aware of it. Awareness. First of all, we must know where I want to go or what qualities I want to develop. We must know that. We must be aware that these are the divine qualities we have to develop to attract the mercy of Krishna. But what is the way to develop these qualities? We don't have to go for any kind of seminars, how to develop tolerance, how to develop this, that. Whatever devotional service or spiritual practices Prabhupada or the scripture suggesting us, if you simply engage yourself in devotional service, automatically you will develop all these qualities. And what are those devotional service activities? Keep on reading, hearing, chanting, waking up early in the morning, doing your spiritual practices, going for temple, darshan, having prasadam, being in association with devotees. These are all, it seems like, how come doing these activities, how come it will develop such qualities? You will experience it. You will be detached from material desires, material association. You will develop attraction for Krishna, develop attraction for holy name. And when you develop attraction for such thing, developing attraction for Krishna, automatically you will become detached from material desires, name, fame, money, position. And the beauty of that, you will get all those things. One devotee, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, was speaking from the life sketch of Madhavendra Puri. So this, when you run after fame, the fame will be far away from you. But devotees, they do not run after fame. So the fame chases. Getting this point? When you do not run after, when you want to go away from fame, fame will chase you. In most of the devotees' life, Prabhupada became an international person. He never wanted this. The whole world, not for generation after generation. You see any personality, 24 hours a day is being worshipped by someone or other throughout the whole world, day and night. Here, maybe in night we are not doing, but other part of the world, somewhere or other, Guru Puja is going on. Prabhupada's glorification is going on. Such a great service. He was not wanting for that. He was always a simple person. He came up with the same amount of money, no property, nothing, but so glorious. And generation after generation will worship him for his contribution. Anyway, the point is, honor, dishonor, these are all material. We don't want material credit. We want Krishna. If we are stuck up with credit, then we will lose Krishna. So when life is there, do something special. Yes, honor, dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association. Very, very important. Very, very important. Association is very, very important aspect of life. So this can transform our whole existence. Whatever qualities we have, even if we do not have any good quality, but if we associate with people having good qualities, that will develop all good qualities. Even if we, vice versa, if we associate with bad people, materialistic people, people not having interest in Krishna consciousness, you will see very soon you will go away from Krishna consciousness. Very soon. And that's why we push, we request, please every weekend join this. Because we know that 2-3 weeks you stop coming and you will lose taste. And you will see, so many work, so many responsibilities, let me be engaged in that. These activities never going to stop. This responsibility is never going to stop. And never a time will come when you see that you are free and you are participating in a spiritual life. No. This is about austerity. What may come? If I have taken a vow, let me go. Let me inspire others to go. And this is austerity, not easy. But if we do this, then we will remain in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, you stop coming, somebody will come and teach you so many other ways to enjoy life, this, that, and you will go. Maya is very powerful. So, association, yeah. Always silent and satisfied with anything. Always silent means not speaking anything. Huh? What is the meaning of silent?
Probably not complaining.
Okay, not complaining. I mean, silent Prabhupada is
Accepting, acceptance.
Huh?
जो हो रहा है सब ठीक है उसके विधान से.
No, not like that. Satisfied with anything means, this is also very important. I mean, Krishna conscious people, satisfied when it comes to personal level, personal needs. They are not hankering after so many things. They are satisfied. Whatever they get, they are happy. If they get if they have to travel through public vehicle, they are happy. If somebody is giving big facility, they are happy with that. Not attached with that. Satisfied when it comes to personal. I'm just clearing this point. Means they are not lethargic or they are not complacent. Okay, I'm satisfied. Everything is fine in my life. Then why to worry about? No. They are satisfied at personal level, but when it comes to the world, when it comes to the institution, they are always working. They're always working. They're not lethargic. I mean, 24 hours a day, they are only thinking, working throughout the day. They do not have at personal level, they do not have any requirement. Like Prabhupada example we are quoting again and again. He was not supposed to go out. He was very much satisfied. He took sannyas in Vrindavan, is staying in Shri Radha Damodar temple at the last stage. Why he took so much pain? Just to please his Guru, Krishna. Till last breath, he was struggling hard to preach the message of Krishna consciousness. So it was his satisfaction. He was getting more satisfied in that. Devotees asked, Prabhupada, you're too old now. Stop it now. You can be at one place. Why you're traveling so much? Prabhupada saying, let me die like Arjuna. Don't stop my service. Service is the greatest need of devotees. Seva adhikara diyo karo nija dasi. Every morning they are praying to Srimati Tulsi Maharani. Please engage me in loving devotional service of Krishna. Give me Radhikar service. So we should beg for that. It's not easy. Getting service for Krishna is not easy. It's begging. We have to know. Yes, silent means devotees are not engaged in prajalpa, gossiping, talk, which is not Krishna conscious. They are not engaged in that. They are always very alert. They do not waste their time. A moment they do not waste. Criticizing, complaining, I mean, all sorts of different news, politics. If it is required, like what I'm saying, any information which is required, we must be aware of the social affairs, right? What is going on in the world, how we can help. This is required. But being too much absorbed in that kind of political fights or different sports, this country, that country, winning, losing, and being attached with that, spoiling your valuable time, that is not. Devotees are not doing that. Yeah? Awareness, that is fine. But being too much absorbed in that, not understanding the value of time, in the name of entertainment, wasting so much of time, losing consciousness or developing material consciousness, Hindu, Muslim, India, Pakistan. No, devotees are not. Devotees know that they are transcendental. All these are material concessions. Developing ego, developing enviousness for others in the name of caste, creed, country, color. No. Devotees do not take interest in such gossiping. Who does not care for any residence. These are all very, does not care for a residence. What does it mean? Devotees, they do not need any home or what?
Happy in all ways.
Of course,
Wherever he is
residents,
sitting.
they are so much liberated. They know that Krishna will provide. Means it's not that being careless. Again, I'm coming to the point. These are very advanced stages. Means they're not attached with all these things. Whatever is coming, accepting. Simple, in simple word, maintaining their body and soul. Whatever is required, they are just concerned with that. And rest of the time, they are utilizing to advance in Krishna consciousness, purifying their consciousness. Means engaging themselves maximum in devotional service, spiritual activities, helping others, serving others. Because if you have lots of responsibility, household responsibility, family responsibility, it's very difficult to come out of it. Like we all are grihasthas. And going out and preaching, first of all, it's so difficult to maintain a family today, in today's time. Job insecurity, so much. Price, everything, the price is increasing. Scarcity of so many things. We may not realize, but many people are outside suffering, struggling hard for survival, and taking out time. What to talk about? Preaching is something. It's a big thing. Just doing your own personal sadhana, taking out some time for that, it becomes difficult. And what to talk about going out and preaching others, helping others? No, it's not. It's very difficult. So that's why it is recommended that for our personal growth and to help society, we should have minimum liabilities at personal end. Minimum. We should try to live a simple life. A simple life means we do not require much. Simple life. But again, there's a different criteria for different people. Right? So whatever upbringing, lifestyle we have, we cannot say that, okay, today onwards, I'll not use AC, I'll go and stay in a hut. So that is not practical. The point is, you may have certain requirement based on your lifestyle. So yes, you can maintain that, remain Krishna conscious, and gradually, eventually, if you can do some austerity, practice austerity, deliberately try to reduce gradually, eventually, so that you can minimize and get detached to those things. If there is no electricity, there's no fan, okay, be comfortable. I'm not asking for these things, but these small austerities, like when we go to some parikrama, some dham yatra, we know that we may write so many things in message, comfortable facility, this, that. But we know that when you go to dham yatra, means there is austerity. You may not get the kind of facility you are staying in. When you go there doing parikrama, why we do parikrama? Our objective is not just austerity. Our objective is to develop our attraction, our getting mercy of Lord. At the same time, we are developing all these qualities. Austerity, being simple, right? Because there is no end, there is no limit to comfort. We can increase so many things. So saying that, being silent, satisfied, does not care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service. Such a person is very dear to me. Fixed in knowledge means the knowledge we are receiving, having complete faith, following, that is very dear to Krishna. I'm taking much time today. I thought every time I think I'll spend less time, because today I have much more engagement. Immediately I have to go for another program in Vipulvarg. Tonight we are traveling to Ludhiana temple. A new temple is there, so we have been invited for Kirtan program. Throughout the day we are just packed. So last sloka we will cover. Yetu dharmamritam vidam yatoktam paryupasate shraddhanam atkarma bhakta te ativa me priya. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. Huh? So all other qualities dear to me, but here Krishna is saying very, very dear to me. So those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service. So finally, Bhakti Yoga. One who is devotee, Krishna is saying he is very, very dear to me. No one is more dear than devotee. Mad Bhakta Yadika Puja. He's saying one who says that he is my devotee, he is not actually my devotee. But one who says that I am devotee of his devotees, he is real devotee. Dasa 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 Anudas. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us. We are not servant of Krishna. We are servant of Krishna. Gopi Bharatu Padakamayo Dasa Dasa Dasa. This is our real identity. Real identity. So we have to always remember it. And with this understanding, we have to always serve Krishna. We have to always engage in loving devotional service. Completely engage themselves with faith. With faith. Complete faith. Krishna will protect me. Krishna is my supreme master. Krishna is like that. So making me the supreme goal, whatever we may do in this material world, because being a part of this world, being a part of family, society, we have responsibilities. We may have different milestones, material milestones. We cannot ignore that. We are not at that advanced stage. But we always have to remember that whatever we are doing, family responsibility, personal, professional responsibility, but the goal is Krishna. Goal is Krishna. We have to work in such a way so that we can achieve this ultimate goal of life. Yes? So this is the art of Krishna consciousness we are learning. Everything, anything and everything, just dedicate to Krishna. Very, very dear to me. So we become very dear to Krishna. So now Krishna and Prabhupada in this purport explaining from the very beginning to this chapter, like we just concluding, summarizing that yes, like we discussed, so many first personal, impersonal, Krishna said personal. In devotional service is the topmost, and different people at different stage, how they can be engaged in Krishna consciousness. Krishna explained about that. And finally, he said engagement in devotional service is the best way. This is the direct process. One is indirect process to achieve Krishna, to attain Krishna, and one is direct process. Devotional service is direct approach. An indirect process that is very difficult, and this is not for common people. Yes, maybe few people may follow that path. In this Kali Yuga, it is very, very difficult. So devotional service is for all, and that is what Krishna is recommending everyone. And when we are in devotional service, whatever qualities we discussed, these are the qualities of a devotee. How to develop this quality? As I said, Prabhupada is saying that externally you need not to work for it. Just be aware of it and engage yourself in loving devotional service, and you will develop this quality. You will develop. Because when you are reading, hearing about such personalities, you are directly associating with them. When you hear about some great personalities, about their qualities, so you are associating, and that will develop a desire to develop those qualities within you. And if you practice, or the rules and regulations, or different activities, if you perform devotional service, devotional activities, these qualities will develop. Detachment, tolerance, peace, satisfaction, equanimity, these are the qualities. And this makes you peaceful, anxiety-free. So this one-point solution. So there are two kinds of qualities. One is called in Swarup Lakshan and Tatastha Lakshan. So in Harinam Chintamani, this explanation is there. So Swarup Lakshan is knowing that who am I? This is the main quality. This is the main quality. And Tatastha Lakshan means all other qualities we are talking about. Tolerance, detachment, peace, satisfaction. These are all Tatastha qualities, secondary qualities. But the prime quality is understanding our true nature, understanding our true identity. This is prime quality. If we are established in our true nature, that quality will automatically develop all other secondary qualities. Somebody having so many secondary qualities, but not having this prime quality, primary quality, still he is loser. Still he is not so great. Because if this prime quality is not there, then all other those qualities, it becomes material. You may be a great person, you may be a very pious person, but ultimately you are going to be the part of this material world. You cannot help others, you cannot help yourself to get out of this suffering, and you cannot help others. Material, we know everything is temporary. But when you add this one quality, the quality of devotion to Krishna, that is prime quality. And this one quality will help you develop all other secondary quality. So if we really want to develop all these qualities, then we have to just engage ourselves in devotional service. And very easy. Reading, hearing, chanting, association of devotees. Our day-to-day life must be planned, scheduled in such a way so that every day we can do these activities with fulfilling our responsibilities in such a way so that we can develop more attraction for Krishna, dedication to Krishna. Situations, ups and downs, situations will be there, but always being in association, motivating self to navigate the problems of life and move towards our goal. That is our effort. That is our austerity. Tapo divyam. And this life is meant for this. Tapo divyam putrakayena sattvam. And this will bring the real happiness. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. It was here. Srila Bhagavad Gita ki Jai.